So here we're going to look at a math strategy you can use. It's kind of a hack, and it's got some hack-ish type stuff for doing division. Now this first one here, 52 divided by 13, some people had the 13s on their multiplication tables growing up, so they already got this one memorized. But if you don't, follow along. And if you do already have it memorized, follow along, because I got a more challenging one down there that I'll let you try out, okay? So here we go. So step number one is I want to figure out about what it is. Close to, I want to get in the ballpark, okay? So instead of doing 52 divided by 13, I'm going to click the easy button on it. Okay, so I don't want to do 52 divided by 13, but 50 divided by 10 is a heck of a lot easier. So I know that the answer is going to be about 5. It's like a 4 or a 5 or a 6, but it's somewhere in that ballpark there. Okay, so I know the ballpark. It's around 5. Next up, we use the ones digits. Okay, so now my brain is looking at the 3. It's looking at the 3 and the 2. And now I'm asking myself, what number times 3 gives me a 2? So 3 times what ends in a 2? So 3 times 2 is 6, ends in a 6. 3 times 3 ends in a 9. 3 times 4 is 12, ends in a 2. So now, in order to match up my last digits, the 2 and the 3, I am multiplying by 4. Okay, so this gets us in the ballpark. The estimation gets us in the ballpark, and then we can look at lasts to figure out exactly what it is. So in this case here, 52 divided by 13 equals exactly 4. And we can double check this. And with any of these too, if you're like, did that work? Well, it'd be a heck of a lot easier to do 52 times. Excuse me, now I'm all messed up. It's easier to do 13 times 4 and check, and it does work, versus 52 divided by 13. So which one would you rather do? Would you rather do the division, or would you rather just do the double check with the multiplication? So in this case here, you could skip. It takes less than a minute to do the estimation and then check your ones digits, and then you can quickly do the multiplication to make sure that you do get 52 here, and it does work. Okay, now I went pretty fast on there. Let's slow it down. Let's see if you can do that bottom one. 371 divided by 53. Pause the video and see if you can try it out, and then come on back and see how you did. All right, so here we go. So 371 divided by 53. I don't want to do that. So I could do 400 divided by 50 instead. And that's going to get me in the ballpark. Okay. So we don't have to worry about the zeros. Okay. So we're going to kind of, in our brains, just kind of scratch those out. So now I'm doing 40 divided by 5. Well, 40 divided by 5, that's going to make 8. Okay, so that's my kind of benchmark number, my anchor number. So I'm thinking it's 8. I'm close to 8. It could be a 7 or an 8 or a 9. Okay, so next up, let's look at lasts. Okay, we're looking at the ones column. So we're doing 3 times what ends in a 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. Doesn't end in a 1, ends in a 5. 3 times 6 ends in an 8. It's 18. 3 times 7 is 21, ends in a 1. So 3 times 7 ends in a 1. And that's what it is. It's 3 times 7. We're in the ballpark with an 8, and 7 is close to 8, so we're good. So this actually does equal 7. And if you don't believe me, we can try it out. We can do 53 times 7, and that does equal 371. 7 times 3, that gives us the 21, carry the 2. And then 7 times 5 is 35, plus the 2 makes 37. So there's 371. Okay, so this one here, and the estimation step, this one here, I highly recommend using, because if it's like a 2 or a 3-digit number or something like that, you'll want to know is it in the 10s, the 20s, the 30s. Both of these ones, they were both single-digit quotients, so it kind of is a you You wouldn't necessarily need the estimation, but you do want to make sure you're not in the 10s or the 20s or the 30s. And that's what this initial estimation is here, 50 divided by 10 or the 400 divided by 50. It was to make sure you're in the ballpark. Because if it was like 17, well, then your estimation would have been around 18 or so. At least you would know it's around 20. So anyhow, give that a shot and subscribe for more.